Over the past couple of months, we've seen the renovation come together and the bathroom's looking amazing. So how did the fittings and furniture contribute to that overall result? I've come along here to Chester's Albany, to the showroom, and I'm going to have a chat with Carla, who is the group showroom manager for Chester's. And what I'm curious about is, how do you guide the client through in terms of choosing the furniture and the fittings for the bathroom?
Well, welcome, Peter.
Hey, nice to see you.
So we also had the customer bring in the tile
like this,
from Tile Space, and we had a bit of a chat with the customer about what their requirements were, what the space was going to be used for, and we made a lot of decisions based on that information.
Right, and that's sort of evident from the tile.
Yeah, so with this tile, it had so many colours going through it, and there was actually a very prominent gold fleck.
Right.
We thought we would elaborate on that. So the bathroom was also going to be going into a heritage space.
Yep.
So we turned to Villeroy & Boch, which is a heritage brand.
Absolutely, I know that.
Yeah, so we decided to use that and to draw down from the gold finish to sort of accentuate the gold fleck going through the tile.
Now, I know that how it looks is important to clients, but from my point of view, I'm always interested in how long it's going to last, right? What's its durability? How's it going to stand up to the wear and tear of the bathroom? So what makes that difference?
There's a few things, and that's also why we stuck to the Villeroy & Boch range. So if you want, we can go have a look at the rest of the tapware and I can show you a few features.
So obviously the Villeroy & Boch works in terms of the heritage, but in terms of durability, it meets the requirements of the client?
Definitely. So this one here has a PVD coating technology, which, unlike a lot of tapware, some of them can be electroplated or powder coated.
Yes.
It will stand the test of time. So it is scratch resistant, it will not discolour, and that's why we thought it would suit a heritage home, because it's going to be timeless and stand the test.
And then obviously that, the client comes in with a tile, you identify the gold, there's a range of finishes, including the gold.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So it worked in really well. And with Villeroy & Boch also being a long-serving brand,
I'm looking at that, 1748.
Yeah.
It's no spring chicken. That's great.
So we thought it would also tie in really well with the house.
So tapware is great, but typically you need something to capture the water, so we need a vanity. What's available?
I would highly recommend the St. Michelle range, and we have some on display, so let's go up and have a look.
Let's go and have a look. After you. So now that we've got the tapware selected, obviously vanity is really, really important. So this is the San Michelle, but there's quite a lot of variety here.
Correct, yes. So this one here is our City 46, and it is part of the City range that was also included in the renovation.
Right.
So St. Michelle, being a New Zealand brand, they are also really well built. They have an aqua edge technology, a range of style, size, configurations, and we thought this would work really well in the renovation.
Tell you what, I've seen lots of old vanities, and where they start to go is around these edges. What's different about the St. Michelle?
So the St. Michelle vanities have an aqua edge sealing technology. That technology is put there to prevent water damage and to prevent the blowouts and everything else that may come with the older ones.
That makes a big difference.
Definitely.
Someone told me that, if tastes change, you can just swap out the drawer fronts.
Exactly. The City range is great for that, because over time trends change, colours change. All drawer fronts are interchangeable. So that is something we are able to swap out at some stage.
So sort of a change of fashion or whatever later on, keep the vanity, change out the drawer fronts.
Definitely. So say you like this colour here, we can get the drawer fronts only and swap them out at a later stage.
That's fantastic. Now, I'm loving the storage, but to be fair, I've never been in a bathroom that had too much storage. So tell me about this.
Yeah, so the St. Michelle range also offers a variety in storage.
Yep.
And yes, New Zealand made.
Design
so we
made.
love
Fantastic.
Supporting Kiwi brands. They also have a range of mirror cabinets, which didn't end up going into the renovation.
Yep.
So we opted for the storage tower.
Little drawer in there, and look at that, built-in rubbish bin.
Yeah, very handy and designed very well.
Super practical, eh?
Yeah.
Over the years, I've seen clients just completely bewildered by the choice. Once you decide, I'm going to do my bathroom, my laundry, or my kitchen, there is so much choice. So how can you help them?
I would recommend coming and seeing our team.
Yep.
We have a great range of experts that can help you not make costly mistakes.
Yeah, and that's really important. And I think it's really important to actually come and experience the item that's going to live in your home.
100%.
So to find out where the local Chester's showroom is, go to chesters.co.nz.